Hello, Sagittarius. You've reached Tarot Universe T. I'm here to do your 2 weeks in first 2 weeks of November, and it's a love reading. And I hope all my Sagittarius are feeling absolutely fantastic with the recent Jupiter going into Sagittarius, which is your sign. Everybody should be feeling extra, awesome, right? Okay, so let's start it out. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising, and Venus. So if you have any of those in Sagittarius, this reading could resonate for you. If it doesn't, it just means that the reading didn't go out for you, but it went out for some other person that this energy is connecting with. Okay, so, and then you could just go look up, where your rising is, or what other sign that you have for your other, whether it's the sun, the moon, or rising, or Venus. That made sense. Okay. Sagittarius, November 17th through the 30th. Love reading for Sagittarius. Love reading for Sagittarius. Let's do it one more time, Sagittarius. Okay, let's cut the deck. Let's see what we've got. Here we go. Move some of this out of the way. Queen of Spring, right in the center of your reading here. Clarified by the Prince of Winter in the reverse. 9 of Spring at the top. 5 of Winter at the bottom of the reading. 6 of Winter to the past. 3 of Autumn going into the future. And you got Prince of Autumn. 8 of Spring in the reverse. 5 of Autumn. Okay. Got a good card there, and got a pretty good card there. And then on the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Summer. My goodness, the best love card ever, right? That's all your emotions and feelings fulfilled. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I hope everybody can hear me. I did get access to a microphone, but then I had issues with that because of the device I'm using. It wasn't compatible with to plug it into. So I'm still working on that. I'll get it ironed out. Hopefully you can hear me though. I'm trying to talk a little louder, project my voice a little stronger. Okay, so we had the Queen of Spring in the center of your reading. So with the Prince of Winter in the reverse, okay? So the Prince of Winter in the reverse is telling me that you've backed off so much in your head. You're not thinking as much in your head as you were. So you're giving yourself a break. A mental break is what I'm seeing, okay? And that's a clarification to the Queen of Spring. The card is telling us to let you know to believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you maintain balance between work and home. Okay, so it's telling you to back off of your own self. It looks like you might be kind of beaten up on yourself a little bit. Okay, but it looks like that the universe is coming to your rescue because it does look like you're backing off. Okay. At the crown of the reading, I have the 9 of Spring in the reverse. Okay, and it looks like you were struggling maybe to hold your ground, or you were struggling to to try to get through life, just regular life, just getting through regular life, day-to-day tasks is what I'm getting, okay? And it just looks like it's kind of really arduous for you right now. Maybe things aren't going your way. Just sometimes we have weeks, days, weeks, months where you get up and your whole day just kind of falls into place without a whole lot of, you know, putting a lot of effort into it. It just kind of falls into place. I know everyone's experienced this, okay? Maybe not for long periods of time, but some people have. And so I just feel like it's kind of right now, it's like a little struggle to just get something to do. Like say you're trying to make toast and, you know, usually the toaster's plugged in and then you go to plug it in and then you realize it needs to be cleaned out or there's too many crumbs in it. So you have to go clean that out. Or if you're trying to make toast and you go to put the bread in the toaster, you find out there's no bread. It's something like that. It's just like it starts out giving you a hassle and it makes you work a little bit harder just to get the same results, okay? That's what I'm seeing a little bit here. I don't know if some of you are experiencing that and some of you aren't. Okay, in the bottom of the reading here, I do have the Five of Winter. This is a card about quarrels and misunderstandings. I feel like you're being the better person here, Sagittarius, and I see that you're the one that's backing off and walking away from the quarrels. You're not engaging in them once you realize that they're just they're not going anywhere and they're not resolving any issues, and just belaboring them is not helping anyone but just making people more upset. So you're the one that seems to be walking away from this type of behavior that's been coming up. And so that's really good that you're the one that is taking that responsibility on your shoulders to be the good guy and walk away from quarrels and things that are, you know, they're kind of like quarrels that are not huge. It might be who's going to take out the trash today and, you know, you're quarreling over that. Something just little tidbitty things that we shouldn't let drain our energy. But I've seen that Sagittarius is actually taking the initiative to make things easier. That's what I'm saying. Okay. In the recent past, you do have the Six of Winter. So you moved into a cycle in the recent past where you're moving forward away from toxicity. So you can expect life to start getting like a dream, right? You know, they show this gentleman here. Could be a woman. I guess it's a woman. I don't know. Sometimes in the old days, a lot of the men wore skirt type things. But anyway, it's a guy. It's a guy. But it doesn't matter because gender doesn't matter. But it looks like they're getting ready to go for a little boat ride here. He could be fishing. And it's kind of like life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream type of energy that you recently found yourself in, okay? So, you know, this is probably you coming into that Jupiter energy. Jupiter bestows great luck and great fortune sometimes on people. It's a type of planet that can offset, the Nine of Spring, where you're feeling like life's a struggle. It could offset that and make things more of that, what I was talking about earlier, about you get up and things just kind of flow and everything falls into place like magic. Okay, so Jupiter could very well help a lot of you Sagittarius is out with something like that. Okay, moving into your near future here, I see the Three of Autumn. And this card speaks to some kind of other people being involved with you in some kind of decisions, money-making ventures, decisions on the way to maybe renovate something, or just how to put a plan together for financial plans. Anything that has to do with plans or creating something that needs input from the person that it's going to be the final result goes to them, or they're the ones that have to like it. I'm seeing that you may be working with a couple other people on some kind of a plan that needs to be done, and Sagittarius is involved. And I'm feeling that some of you Sagittarius are the ones that need to be pleased by this three-way work partnership. Okay, so you would be the one to decide whether it's good work or not, or whether you're happy. Okay. And your energy that you're coming in with for November, I'm seeing this reading is for the November 17th through the 30th. So is that what I put in? The 17th through the 30th? Yeah, I believe that's correct. Anyway, if it's not, I'll have the correct date on the. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. It's the last 2 weeks of November. So I do have the Prince of Autumn. Now the Prince of Autumn is very dependable. This is a earth sign energy. They're very, very slow to react. They like to think things through very thoroughly and make sure they're correct. They don't like they don't like things that are not fixed. In other words, they are a fixed sign. Most of them are. But most of them behave like a fixed sign, where they don't like change. And if there is going to be change, they like to know about it way in advance so that they can start, planning and thinking of every kind of scenario that may happen so that they can make it come out, to the best and successful way of their knowledge, So I'm seeing here that you do have, for your energy, this is the type of energy that you're being. Okay, this is for you. You're being blessed with energy to look at all sides of something before you make up your mind. You're going to take your time. You're not going to, because somebody else might be impatient. Sagittarius is not going to say, oh, well, screw it. I'll just hurry up, and if it doesn't come out right, oh, well, you're not going to do that. You're going to go slow. You're going to methodically think things through, and you want it to turn out great. You want it to come out really nice. So that's a great energy to have. Now, in your environment, you do have the 8 of Spring, and it's in the reverse. It's also talking about the energy that I was speaking about, afraid to make mistakes by rushing, wanting things to turn out correct and worried about them not turning out correct. So this is in your environment. This might be your job environment. It could also mean your home environment. There's some kind of, financial plan or some kind of, it's like a contractual, 3 people or more involved in some kind of contract where the plans are drawn up, the budget's drawn up, and, you're going to be the one, Sagittarius, to decide whether everything came out good or not. I don't know if this job is being done for you or if you're in charge of it and somebody else has hired you and some other people to do it, but it has the energy of you wanting success. You want it to turn out nice, okay? Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the 5 of Autumn in the reverse. Okay, so you're feeling like you're really, you feel connected, okay? You're starting to feel more connected. This is in your hopes and dreams. Your hope is to be connected. Your fear is to be, out in the cold, away from people snubbing you or people not taking your ideas and your, basically your ideas and plans seriously, and not taking you seriously enough to where it makes you feel kind of like, you don't matter type thing. That would be your fear. And your dream is that people listen to you and they take you very seriously and they count on your ideas. They actually depend on them. Okay, so that's really good. Now, in your outcome, you do have the 2 of Summer. So you got the Soulmate card, Sagittarius, for this time frame. You have the Soulmate card, and to clarify that soulmate, we have the Wheel in the reverse, okay? So let me just kind of look at this card for a while and kind of see what I get for this Wheel in the reverse, clarifying your soulmate. Okay. What I'm I'm getting for this is that this person is meant, the two of you are meant, when I say soulmate, it means the two of you are meant to meet up. If you haven't met this person yet, you will meet them, and it was ordained. Okay, and this card here is, if you've been waiting for a soulmate to show up, this card is saying that you know, you need to be patient and wait, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying that the right person will show up when they're supposed to. It's going to be good luck. You know, it could be the Wheel of Fortune by itself can mean a brand new car luck, a travel luck. But since it's clarifying the Two of Summer, it's telling you to be patient, that this person will come in, but you have to believe in your heart that it is fate. It's fated, and it's not only fated, we should know that all fate is time related. So it's going to come in at when it's supposed to come in, not being rushed or pushing someone to be in a relationship or anything like that. It'll just kind of come together naturally, and you'll know when it's when it feels fated and it's flowing naturally. When you won't have any kind of resistance or any kind of pushing, feeling like you're hoarding over someone or trying to make them do something they don't want to do. You'll feel the natural flow, is what it's telling me, okay? So that was the outcome there. Now I'm going to do some clarifications. You did have that beautiful 10 of the Summer on the bottom of your read. Sagittarius, that's having all your dreams and love, all your emotions, all your wants fulfilled. Okay, that's what the 10 of Summer is about. I am going to do another Celtic cross on top of this one, so we'll see what a little bit more clarification. It goes a little deeper when I do it that way. Excuse me. All right, let's check it out. Sagittarius, month of November love reading for Sagittarius, the 17th to the 30th. The 17th to the 30th, Sagittarius' love reading. What does Sagittarius need to know about their love reading that would help them benefit and be happy, and to know what to expect so that they can go with the flow? Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know? Okay, right there. Do another Celtic cross on this. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck is the Justice card, the Libra card. Okay. That's on the 10 of Summer. Alrighty, so let's see what in the center here we're going to be clarifying. We got the Fool card in the center, and we also have that card again, the 5 of Pentacles that we got earlier in the reverse the same way, and it's saying that you're not feeling like you're out in the cold anymore. You don't feel like people are pushing you away. You feel involved. You feel like you're in the middle with everybody, and you know, and you're participating. You know, so it's great. You do have the Fool in the reverse, which means that you're not running out and just jumping. I think I even talked about this a minute ago. Not running out and just starting anything just to start something, but to actually go and check and do research and make sure that everything is right and everything sounds good to you, and you're checking it with other people. Check if you're measuring things, it has to be measured for like a job at the house. You're going to remeasure it maybe 2 or 3 more times just to make sure you got the accuracy there. So it's not jumping off and just running out the door half-heartedly without really wanting the job to come out good, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, Sagittarius. All right, at the crown of your reading, you had the 9 of Spring. We talked about that. Kind of feeling like everything's kind of a struggle, like you have to pick up, say you're going out the door and you grab your car keys and you drop them, and then you get out a little bit out the door and you drop them again. It's that type of thing, just like little mild irritations like that. I do have the clarification card for that, is the Ace of Wands. You have a lot of passion in moving forward, even though you might be having a little bit of frustration with having to do things more than once or twice. The passion's there to move you along. You have enough passion to propel you to keep going, okay, no matter what. So that's really good, Sagittarius. And then you have beneath the deck here, or beneath the read here, you have the Five of Winter, and you have to clarify that you have the Knight of Cups, okay? So the Five of Winter, we talked about maybe some petty arguing that didn't really amount to much, and Sagittarius being the one that would walk away and not let that drag on, and be the bigger person and just let the other person you know, win the argument, and just kind of like excuse yourself or try to just not be around as much until that person and you were getting along a little better. Okay, I see you doing that. And I also have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So it just shows and clarifies a little bit of bickering with a loved one. Now this loved one could be, you know, the soulmate that is coming in. It could be an older person that you already were dating prior to meeting the soulmate, because it does show a soulmate coming in here. And it just kind of shows like there's an outs with that person. So it may be, if you're not married and you're not in a relationship, but you were just casually dating someone, they may be getting upset with the bickering. That's why they're bickering, because you're maybe showing an interest in someone else. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, moving on to the recent past. It shows, what do you know? You got the same card, Sagittarius, in the same exact spot in the recent past. So you got the Six of Swords twice, and one's in the reverse and one's in the forward motion. So what I'm getting with that is, you know, you were moving successfully away from toxicity. And then I'm seeing the other one in the reverse, meaning that you're going back and forth in your mind. One day you feel like moving on away from the toxicity, and the next day you feel like, oh, I can tolerate that, it's not that bad. You know, you try to talk yourself back into maybe going along with the toxicity and the arguing and the, you know, the things that aren't good for you. So you're kind of, this is a stage that we all go through before we make a final decision, because we're balancing things in our mind to decide which way to go. You know, there's some people that are really impulsive and they just kind of snap their finger and they go for it and they don't look back. There are people like that. But what I'm getting for your energy right now for this last 2 weeks of November is that you're vacillating between should I stay or should I go? Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right. And then over here with your energy level, I have, you came in with the Prince of Autumn. You came in with the Prince of Autumn and, you know, wanting to do things meticulous and right. You don't want to just half-heartedly do something. And then I also see it's being clarified with being fair. You also want to be fair with this work arrangement or whoever you're working with in some kind of venture to build something or architect. Could be anything like that. But you're wanting to be very fair with them, okay? So it's really, really awesome. Dynamite, dynamite. Then in your environment, you had the Eight of Spring, feeling kind of like, this talks about having many, many things happening at one time. Multitasking, okay? And you got it in the reverse. And then you got it with the Five of Cups. So, you know, it's showing that a little bit of depression over maybe a spilled emotions about something. And I keep referring back to this Six of Swords here because you got it twice in the same spot. Maybe you had to leave someone behind. You decided it was time to get away from toxicity, and there maybe just the petty arguing maybe just got to be, you were doing it for both of your sakes to, you know, to end it so that you could move on to a better life, okay? But I see that you're feeling kind of down about it still. You're still getting over it. You haven't gotten over it all the way yet, but you're trying. You'll get there. Okay. And then in your hopes and dreams, we had the Five of Autumn in the reverse, so not wanting to feel out in the cold. I think you got that one before too. You had that, yeah, it's right here. So you got that card twice too. And they're both in the reverse. So that's dynamite. That means you've done something, you did some kind of action that you've taken that brought you out of that vacillating back and forth. Should I stay or should I go? It's showing you coming out of feeling left out or feeling kind of down because you don't feel like you're connected to the person that you're dating or in love with. So it's kind of showing that you're coming out of that, which is really awesome. And I'm also got that clarification, the Hermit. So you've gone within and you didn't go asking around town and telling a bunch of people and trying to get their opinion. Sagittarius went within and realized this on their very own, what was best for them and the other person is what I'm getting, okay? Which is very generous of you, Sagittarius. That's really awesome and mature. Okay, so then we have your outcome is your soulmate, okay? You got the soulmate and you got the 9 of Wands in reverse with the soulmate, which is really awesome because it's showing me that you're going for the soulmate and you are leaving behind what you were trying to hold on to before. That vacillation about a relationship, back and forth, should I stay or should I go? It's showing me in your final outcome that you're letting go of the old and you're going for this soulmate, okay? And then we've got another clarification for the outcome. We've got a clarification. The wheel was there, which I talked to you about, being patient with delays, things coming when they're supposed to, fate coming when it's fated. And the clarification for that is you do have this Ace of Swords. So you're going within again. This is like a Hermit card when it's in the reverse. You're going in and you're going in and asking yourself. So this is thoughts inside your head. You're not verbally talking to anyone. You're not writing to anyone about it. You're going within and talking with yourself, Sagittarius, about just any kind of questions you have about this new relationship and the old one that you left behind. Okay. So I'm going to do one more clarification on this reading, and it's going to be a clarification. I'm going to put 3 cards down just to get kind of a final to find out, any kind of additional information that Sagittarius needs to know, Spirit. We can get some more information about their last 2 weeks of November for love for Sagittarius. The Jupiter sign with their Jupiter in their own sign right now. My goodness. That's pretty awesome, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, last 2 weeks of November. Let me shuffle these up a little bit longer. Just make sure that we get a good read. And I'm even going to do a little bit of this because I'm getting the feeling to do that. We're going to go like that. And a little bit more shuffling here. Looks like things are moving up, Sagittarius. Things are starting to improve for you. Okay. There we go. Okay, 3 cards in the center here. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the feeling from this card. What I'm getting is it's right over, it landed on the 6 of Winter and the 6 of Swords. So it's a card of moving on. So you decided, it's showing me what you've decided in the future here in this reading, that you're going to be moving on. And I'm getting kind of that you're moving on half-heartedly, just by the look of the card. This person that's on this horse is moving on, definitely, but it kind of has a sad look, kind of, a little bit of nostalgia there going there. Okay, and then the center of your reading here, I have, there's an elderly person that could be, influential in your last 2 weeks of November. You may go visit maybe someone for Thanksgiving. That's like your mom or your aunt, somebody that's older. I'm going to say 60 and up, or maybe it's 55 and up. this person and you, Sagittarius, you know, if some of you are older Sagittariuses, this could represent you. It shows that what I'm getting from this is you're going to be around family, and Sagittarius has things to say, and someone has something to say to you and the family, and you know, you're wanting to spend time with family. You're wanting to spend some time communicating with others and just having company is what I'm getting. You need company. You're wanting company. Okay, and the last card here is you're going real light like a butterfly. So that's your outcome card. Your outcome card is you're taking it easy. You're not going like the Fool card in reverse. Well, you are going like the Fool card in reverse. You're not going like the Fool card in the upright, where you just run out the front door not knowing what you're doing, not knowing what's going on. You're just like, I gotta go now. I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna do something now. I got the fire. You know, I want to go do something, and running out the door. No, Sagittarius isn't doing that this month. They are going really slow and delicately with people. They're thinking things through. They're like a butterfly landing on a flower, and the flower doesn't crush down or anything because they're so light. Your spirit's really light this month is what I'm getting. It's very spiritual. Congratulations for having Jupiter in your sign, in your sun sign. I think that's beautiful. And I'm going to close your reading there. And I'm wishing you all a wonderful Thanksgiving for those that live in America, and sending you love. Hey, you got Jupiter in your sign. I'm jealous. Okay, Sagittarius, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.